Great morning, everyone. We was discussing exercise 3.3 of chapter 3 and its name was trigonometric function. Now we will continue our topic. अब तक हम कुछ आइडेंटिटीज डिस्कस कर चुके हैं and on the basis of that we have discussed 5 or 6 questions of this exercise. Now we will discuss some more identities, and according to all these identities we will do our next questions. And the further identities are sin 2x. You have to learn sin 2x is always equal to 2 sin x and cos x. And in the terms of tangent we can write it as 2 tangent x divided by 1 plus tangent square x. मीन्स साइन के साथ बेटा जो भी एंगल होगा उसका हाफ आपको यहाँ लेना है. इफ देयर इज 2x यू विल टेक x and x. इफ देयर इज 4x you will take 2x 2x. if there is 6x you will take 3x and 3x, means half of it. Now the identity of cos 2x will be, means cos 2x को आप in which form कैसे write करेंगे? You will write it as 2 cos square x minus 1. In the terms of cos you can write it as, in the terms of sin, 1 minus 2 sin square x. In the terms of cos and sin both, we can write it as cos square x minus sin square x. And in the terms of tangent, we can write it as 1 minus tangent square x divided by 1 plus tangent square x. Now, the identity of tangent 2x will be 2 tangent x divided by 1 minus tangent square x. You have to learn this identity. After that, if there is 3x with sine, if 3x is as the angle of trigonometric ratio sine, then it will be equal to 3 sin x minus 4 sin cube x. The identity of cos 3x will be equal to 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x. If there is tangent 3x, then it will be equal to 3 tangent x minus tangent cube x divided by 1 minus 3 tangent square x. These are some more identities you have to learn with the previous identities. Now we will start from question number 7. Question number 6 तक हम डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. Now we will start our exercise from question number 7. In the question number 7 we have tangent pi by 4 plus x divided by tangent pi by 4 minus x is equal to 1 plus tangent x divided by 1 minus tangent x whole square. Means you have to prove this. So we will take our left hand side and equate it equal to the right hand side. In the left hand side, as you know, we have tangent pi by 4 plus x. अगर पाई बाय 4 के प्लेस पे पाई बाय 2, 2 पाई, 3 पाई बाय 2, मतलब इस तरह की टर्म होती, तब अकॉर्डिंग टू क्वाड्रेंट उसको सोल्व कर देते हैं कि इस क्वाड्रेंट में एंटर हो गया और ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियो पॉजिटिव होगा या नेगेटिव होगा. अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट वी विल चेंज. बट देयर इज पाई बाय 4. सो व्हाट वी विल डू? वी विल यूज द आइडेंटिटी tangent x plus y. And we know that tangent x plus y is equal to tangent x plus tangent y divided by 1 minus tangent x into tangent y. In the numerator, you will use this identity. At the place of x, there is pi by 4. At the place of y, there is x. So, we will change x and y in the right hand side of this identity. And in the numerator, there is minus sign between pi by 4 and x. So, we will use the identity tangent x minus y. If there is minus sign between x and y, the identity will become tangent x minus tangent y divided by 1 plus tangent x into tangent y. We will use this identity. Now, in the left hand side, if we use the identity in the numerator, we will write tangent pi by 4 plus tangent x divided by 1 minus tangent pi by 4 and tangent x. Same as in the denominator, at the place of tangent pi by 4 minus x, with the help of this identity, we will write tangent pi by 4 minus tangent x divided by 1 plus tangent pi by 4 and tangent x. Now in the next step, at the place of tangent pi by 4, we will write 1. Pi by 4 के place पे हम क्या write करेंगे? Because the meaning of pi by 4 is 45 degree and we know that the value of tangent 45 degree is always 1. So according to that, it will become 1 plus tangent x divided by, same as at the place of tangent pi by 4 we will put 1. So it will become 1 minus tangent x. In the denominator, 1 minus tangent x and 1 plus tangent x. After putting the value of tangent pi by 4 and tangent pi by 4 here. Now arrange these terms. So it will be 1 plus tangent x divided by 1 minus tangent x, and the denominator will be reciprocal, 1 plus tangent x, 1 minus tangent x. Now 1 plus tangent x divided by 1 minus tangent x is 2 times. So we can write it as a square, 1 plus tangent x divided by 1 minus tangent x whole square, and this is equal to right hand side. So in this way we can solve this question. Now in the next question, that is question number 8, we have cos pi plus x, cos of minus x, in the denominator sin pi minus x, cos pi by 2 plus x, that should be equal to cot square x. So again we will take our left hand side, and in the left hand side there is cos pi by pi plus x, there is cos pi plus x, and we know that if some angle is added in the pi, we entered in the third quadrant, and in the third quadrant cos is negative, so the result will be of negative sign. But at the pi, trigonometric ratio does not change, so it will be minus cos x. Now cos of minus x is always cos x. In the denominator, sin pi minus x, the value of sin pi minus x will be sin x, because at the pi trigonometric ratio will be same, and we entered in the second quadrant. In second quadrant sign is positive, that's why I am taking positive sin x. And there is cos pi by 2 plus x. At pi by 2 trigonometric ratio will change, means cos will convert into sin. When added x in pi by 2, we entered in the second quadrant, and in second quadrant cos is negative, so it will be minus sin x. Now minus and minus will be cancelled out. Cos into cos will be cos square x, sin into sin, sin square x. We will take power as common, cos by sin whole square, and we know that cos by sine is always cot x. So the value become cot square x, that is equal to right hand side. In the next question, that is question number 9. Question number 9 you will do yourself. You have to solve this question according to the quadrants and trigonometric ratios will be changed or not. In this way we will solve question number 9. Now in the question number 10 we have sine n plus 1x, sine n plus 2x plus cos n plus 1x, cos n plus 2x, and the result will be equal to cos x. We have to prove it. So we will take our left hand side. In the left hand side we have sine n plus 1x, sine n plus 2x, cos n plus 1x and cos n plus 2x. So what identity we will use here? We will use the identity cos x cos y plus sin x sin y, and that is, I am writing here, using identity cos x minus y, that is equal to cos x cos y plus sin x sin y. We will compare the right hand side of this identity with the left hand side of the question. At the place of x there is n plus 1x, at the place of y there is n plus 2x. So we can write it as cos x minus y. At the place of x we will take n plus 1x, and at the place of y we will take n plus 2x. Now we will simplify the terms within the bracket. When we multiply n plus 1 with x, there will be nx plus x and minus nx minus 2x. Now we will solve the like terms. These two terms will be cancelled out, and x minus 2x will be minus x. And we know that cos of minus x is cos x. So from here we can write it as equal to right hand side. So in this way we will solve our question number 10. In the question number 11, that is cos 3 pi by 4 plus x minus cos 3 pi by 4 minus x. We have to prove it equal to minus under root 2 sin x. So again we will take our left hand side. In the left hand side we will use the identity cos x minus cos y. We will use the identity cos x minus cos y, and we know that cos x minus cos y means c minus c, that is equal to minus 2ss. Minus 2ss, s means sine. Firstly we will take addition of both the angles, divided by 2. So there will be 3 pi by 4 plus x, 3 pi by 4 minus x divided by 2 as the angle of sine. Now sine, according to our identity, we will subtract both the angles and divide it by 2. So we will write here 3 pi by 4 plus x minus 3 pi by 4 plus x. This negative sign will convert into positive because there is negative sign, divided by 2. Now it will be minus 2 sine x, and x will be cancelled out. It will be 6 pi by 4 means 6 pi by 8. And with the sign these two terms will be cancelled out. 2x by x will 2x by 2 will be x. Now convert into the lowest form. It becomes 2 sine 3 pi by 4 and sin x, At the place of 3 pi by 4, we will write pi minus pi by 4 sine pi minus pi by 4, and this is sin x. Use the identity sin pi minus x. Sin pi minus x is sin x. So according to that, it will become sin pi by 4 minus 2 sin pi by 4 and sin x. Here we will put the value of sin pi by 4 and get the result. You will do this step yourself. In this way we can solve the question. After that we will start question number 11, and in the question number 11 we have, sorry, this was the question number 11. Next is the question number 12, and in the question number 12 we have sin square 6x minus sin square 4x is equal to sin 2x and sin 10x. So how we will solve this question? We will take our left hand side. In the left hand side we have sin square 6x minus sin square 4x. So we will use the identity a square minus b square, that is equal to a plus b and a minus b. So according to that we can write it as sin 6x plus sin 4x and sin 6x minus sin 4x. Now we will use the identity here sin x plus sin y, sin x minus sin y. We know that sin x plus sin y is 2 sin 6x plus 4x divided by 2 cos 6x minus 4x divided by 2. And sin 6x minus sin 4x will be according to the identity sin x minus sin y, means s minus s, that is 2cs. 2 cos 6x plus 4x divided by 2 sin 6x minus 4x divided by 2. Now we will simplify it. After simplification there will be 5x, there will be x cos 5x and sin x. Now we will take 2 sin 5x and cos 5x. आप इन टर्म्स को इकट्ठा करेंगे और इन टर्म्स को, so it will become 2 sin x and cos x, and we know that sin 2x is always equal to 2 sin x and cos x, जैसा कि हमने सबसे पहले आइडेंटिटी में किया था. So according to that, at the place of 2 sin 5x and cos 5x we can write sin 10x, and at the place of 2 sin x cos x we can write sin 2x, that is equal to right hand side. And the question number 13 is same as the question number 12. Question number 13 बिल्कुल आपको question number 12 की तरह करना है. There is cos square, there is some angle minus cos square some angle. So again you will use the identity a square minus b square. According to that it will be a plus b into a minus b, and you will follow the same procedure and solve this question. In the next video we will continue our solution.